iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Scout Fantasy Show. ScoutFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Scout Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
Hey there, everybody. It's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards. Get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. All right, so today is our waiver wire preview, and I'm going to go through some names, some hitters, some pitchers who I think you should be taking closer looks at in your league. So let's get it started with the hitters first. I don't have a lot of hitters for you this week. I have way more pitchers. Matt Adams. Matt Adams is really hot right now. Really hot. Last 7 games, the dude's hitting .421. Okay, 8 for 19. Now the question is, what do you do with Matt Adams? Do you bid heavily on him? I think the answer is no. Adam Eaton will be back in the next 7 to 10 days. Anthony Rendon will be back. Where is he going to fit in? Ryan Zimmerman. Daniel Murphy's going to be there. Adams is getting an opportunity now because of injuries. Will there be the same opportunity in 2 weeks? You could pay for Adams for a week, but I don't want to overpay for Adams. So I'll tell you this, I'm not going to be as in on him as other people might. Pedro Alvarez, same type of player. Pedro Alvarez has been very good recently. He's hitting 4 home runs in the last week, right? 7 games, 4 home runs. Hold back now because Mark Trumbo just was activated from the DL. With Trumbo back, and he's going to be the DH, somebody tell me where Pedro Alvarez plays. My guess is he plays at third base, and he splits time with Danny Valencia. Danny Valencia hits lefties very well, so if you pay for Pedro Alvarez, you're paying for a part-time player. So don't overpay for Pedro Alvarez right now. I think Mark Trumbo's return really hurts him. Here's another guy. How about Mitch Moreland? This guy's been on fire. Seriously, last 2 weeks, the guy's been hitting 300, and he's connecting. And I like Mitch Moreland. But once again, what's the theme here? He splits time with Hanley Ramirez. Brock Holt has been out. Pedroia, as you guys know, is out. Maybe he doesn't get a full array of at-bats this season. So my running theme here is on offense. Don't overpay for platoon players. Now look, here's what I can't ever tell you. If somebody gets injured, all of a sudden Hanley Ramirez is out for the year tomorrow, Mitch Moreland's the first baseman. Boom, it's done. I can't predict that. All I could do at the time is saying, if everybody's healthy, how does Mitch Moreland slot in? If everybody's healthy in the Red Sox, Mitch Moreland's a part-time player who gets his usual 22 home runs and 80 RBIs. Now, he could do a whole lot better if he has more playing time. If he doesn't, he won't. So part of what you're doing is you're taking an educated risk. If I get Moreland and I pay for him, I say to myself, well, I've got a good platoon player on the right side of the platoon, right? I always want the guys who hit righties and not lefties. And then I hope for more. Then if I get an injury, boom, I stepped into gold, right? As opposed to stepping into poo. You pick up Danny Valencia, he's only going to play part-time against lefties. It's not a good pickup. So would I pick up Adams? I would. Would I pick up Trumbo? I would. Would I pick up Moreland? Probably. But I wouldn't bid heavily on Pedro Alvarez, right? Be careful. Be careful with your pickups. Very important to know this. Now, there are a lot of pitchers out there who I think are going to be worthy of your attention. First one is Nick Kingham. Now, Kingham has pitched very well this year in his one start, pitching again tonight. His one start was a gem. I mean, really was a gem. So the big question is, he's going to start against the Brewers, tough team, but I would think that he's going to go back to the minors. But if you can bid on him, you may think about it. Now, why is he going to go back? Joe Musgrove is eventually going to come up, and they may not need Kingham. So they have Tyon, they have Nova, they have Musgrove, they have Trevor Williams. At some point, Kingham will emerge again this season. But I wouldn't be overpaying for him right now because there's a very good chance he goes back down. I would expect that to happen. Here's a guy who always slides under the radar. Marco Gonzalez. Why don't we like this guy a little bit more? Now, this guy's had a couple of rough outings, but he's also had some very good ones. Okay? I'm not saying he's a great pitcher, but I'll look at a stat for you here. 31 strikeouts to 5 walks. I like that. I like those numbers. That tells me things will get better. And if he goes up against 2 opponents, I would stream this guy for sure. I have no problem streaming Marco Gonzalez. If he's available in your league, I'm okay with him. Here's another guy who I actually like a little bit more than I thought I would. Tyler Anderson. Now, I told you what I do. I look to see the walks compared to the innings pitched, and I look for the strikeout to walk ratio. Well, Tyler Anderson's only lit up 28 hits in 33 and a third innings. Like it. Problem is he has too many walks. 16 walks in 33 innings and 37 strikeouts to 16 walks. That's like a 2-to-1 ratio. Me no likey. But his last start was very encouraging. At the Cubs, 7 innings, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. I'm interested. A game like that gets me interested. So will I pay full value for him? Absolutely not. Will I be interested? Absolutely. Here's another guy I'm interested in. Marcus Stroman. Now you'd say to yourself, are you crazy, Dr. Roto? Are you insane? I'm not insane, but is Marcus Stroman going to finish the year with a 7.52 ERA? Absolutely not. He's too good a pitcher. His last start was better. 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, 5 Ks. That's the Stroman we know. If we start seeing that Stroman the rest of the way, I think we're going to be okay with that. I'll take those numbers. So I will bid on him, not heavily, throw a dollar here or there and see what comes up. I think the Twins for Fernando Romero, he's going to be very interesting. Now, let's look at his minor league numbers. In 2017, 125 innings, 120 strikeouts, 45 walks. Not terrible. In 2018, though, in AAA, 20 strikeouts to 10 walks. Yeah, be careful. In his first start this week, 5 2/3, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. Too many walks. Not good. Remember, I don't like free passes. Unless I'm going to a concert. I don't want guys giving passes because those passes become runs. And runs hurt your ERA. And runs hurt your whip. Right? And if you're going to walk guys, you better strike a bunch of them out. I'm telling you that right now. All right, Atlanta's got a couple of young guys, and I know Ronald Acuna's not available in your league, so let's not even go there. But how about Mike Soroka? Yeah, this guy's pretty good. So in the minor leagues in AA, 153 innings, 133 hits, 125 strikeouts to 34 walks. I am interested. Right? He may go back to AAA. He may not. But I'd like to see what this guy does, and I'm going to bid on him. I don't know how heavily I'm going to bid, but I'm going to say this to you. A lot of times with minor league pitchers, we say the following. We say that they're only going to come up and only pitch a certain number of innings because, for example, they only pitched 100 innings in the minor leagues last year. They're not going to throw 190 in the majors. But Soroka threw 143 in 2016 and 153 in 2017. That should put him on pace for about 180, 190, right, as they build up his arm strength. So if he does come up to the majors, don't be shocked to see this guy throw 180 innings. I don't think that's asking too much for him. I'm going to bid on him this week. I don't know how heavily yet. Dare I say I may wait until Sunday to see how that second start goes. Here's a name that nobody's going to bid on, but I'm just going to throw him out here. What about Caleb Smith? Caleb Smith's been striking out a lot of dudes. 28 2/3, 41 strikeouts. Right? His ERA, not very good. Walking too many guys, 16 walks in 28 innings. My biggest problem with Caleb Smith is the team he plays on. But if I had a league where it was strikeouts per inning, Kip, one of my leagues plays with Kip, I might be very interested in Caleb Smith. You're striking out 41 guys in 28 2/3 innings. You're really going to help my numbers. So See your league. Last time out, 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, 9 Ks. Time before that, 6 innings, 2 hits, no walks, 10 Ks. I'm interested. 13 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 19 Ks the last 2 starts. Hello, it's my kind of guy. That's my kind of guy. Right? That's a guy I'm interested in. Domingo Germán. Aaron Boone says he's going to replace him in the rotation. He's going to replace Jordan Montgomery. By Jordan Montgomery, in comes Domingo Germán. Okay. He's going to be fine. He just has to build up arm strength. Right? This is a guy, though, that in 2017, the guy only threw about 90 innings. So as opposed to Soraka, Germán, even if he comes up and pitches brilliantly, they're going to have to shut him down after about 100 innings or so. Right? Maybe 120. His arm can't take it. So I'm okay with this guy. I'm all right. I don't know. I mean, look, I like that he's a Yankee, and I like that he seems to have a good strikeout to walk ratio, and I like the fact that it seems like he keeps the ball in the park. I like that. And I think he's going to get wins. Like, as opposed to Caleb Smith, who may not get any wins, if Germán could go 5 innings, the Yankees can win games for him. This is a guy who could win 10 games, whereas Caleb Smith, I don't feel the same way. So be very careful with him. Here's another guy that's back, Chris Medlin. Can you believe Chris Medlin is back? Robbie Ray out with an oblique strain, 3 weeks. Medlin comes up. He's 32 years old. He hasn't pitched since 2016. But there was a time I loved this guy. I don't know. Was it back in like 2012, 2013? He was throwing BBs. Can he do it now? I don't know. This guy is a lightning in a bottle type of guy, right? I don't like pitchers like that. I don't like lightning in the bottle type pitchers. What do I mean by that? He has 1 good start and then there's 3 bad ones. And then the worst part is he has a good start, right? And you get all excited. And then when you get him and you pay for him, then he implodes. That's my least favorite thing, picking guys off waivers. You're like, this guy was so good the week before I got him. Now I got him and he sucks. What did I do wrong? I mean, it's really, really aggravating. So those are some names I want you to look at. Are there any dynamic names? There's a couple. Certainly not with the hitters, but with the pitchers. Soraka for sure. Romero's interesting. Kingham's interesting. Caleb Smith's interesting. Would I bid heavily on anybody? Not yet. Haven't heard that name yet. You know when you hear the name, you know. When I hear Nick Senzel, I know. These names, I like. I don't love. But you know what I do love? Play ffwc.com. Go right there now and start signing up. Maybe you want to come out to Las Vegas and hang out with us at the Palms Hotel and be drafting, whether you're in a suite or a ballroom. Regardless of where you draft, you're going to have a lot of fun because it's a great experience. Even Mrs. Roto and the kids came out last year. Remember we evacuated from Irma? They came out to Vegas to see it. Had a lot of fun. It's a great experience. So, you know what? Take your wives, take your kids, you go draft, you let them go and enjoy Vegas. What more could you want? What more could I want? ScoutFantasySports.com. That's where you find me, Adam Ronis, Sean Childs, and all that we do. And of course, ScoutDFS.com. Fuego Steve Hillman on fire this year. Jaguar Lou, amazing job. Rob Garriak and Steve Renner, killing it. Appreciate all they do to help people win money in DFS. But right now it's time to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. Wishing you all a great weekend. Back next week with more. This is Dr. Roto saying be well and take care.
Thanks for listening to the Scout Fantasy Show. There's never been a better time to join the Scout Army. Visit scoutfantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO for 2 months free. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time. Go Scouts!